for quite some time, in fact, as long as I can remember, the only option we had for a quality hyper representation were third parties. Think the Just Flight PA-28. I believe Carenado has made several iterations of different Pipers, the Cub, the Cherokee, the Aztec, so on and so forth. Well, with famous flyer number 12, Microsoft and Asobo have entered, that was hard to say, the foray. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to FS2024, and welcome, for the first time to my knowledge, of the Piper PA-28 Dakota, made natively for the sim. This is a free aircraft that you can fly right now, today. And we're going to give it the standard sample review, obviously starting first and foremost with textures. Taking a look inside and outside of the aircraft, getting it up in the air. Yeah, that's it. I thought there was a oh, the sounds. We'll do sounds in between. I forget my own formula. Anyway, nonetheless, without further ado, let's begin. It's just a quick note. With the release of the Dakota, also is City Update 11, which covers the northeastern coast of the United States. We're at one of those airports now, just south of mainland Massachusetts. That's definitely not the focus of this video. Today we are focusing, or right now rather, we're focusing on textures, and I will say they're pretty dang good. These are my first impressions. I basically got home, loaded this up, or saw it was available, and loaded this up, and I've done nothing in terms of flight or anything, so all of my impressions will be in real time. You'll be seeing them in real time with me, but love the little detail stuff, the ELT, emergency locator transponder, and again, with this being a 2024 made aircraft, all of the textures look nice and crisp. So far I've seen no texture degradation. Oh, there's just a little bit, and I think that has to do with the livery along where the tailplane meets the empennage, but I can certainly forgive that. I like a little bit of smoke here. In fact, let's make it a little bit earlier in the day. We're facing sunset here. I doing my live time flying. That doesn't really help too much because of all the clouds over there, but we'll make do. Oh, okay, never mind. It really does help. Even that static port looks real good. Obviously, with this being a 2024 aircraft, you do have the option to twiddle some of the control surfaces. You can see that counterweight on the aileron sticking out down there. Very nice. Love to see stuff like that. And as well as you would imagine... Oh, maybe you can't move the tailplane. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, alright. Data tag, that's sometimes where we're let down. It doesn't really look like it in this case. Let's keep going around to the front of the aircraft. Got your port side strobe light. A little bit of weird artifacting around the lens there, but you come back to here and you can't really see it. So I will call that more than fine. Working fuel siphon, that's cool. I like that. Obviously you've got all of your clickable, detachable ground stuff, your engine covers, and all that sort of stuff. Can we check the oil? We can check the oil. Very cool. Looks like we're bone dry on the dipstick, but that's okay. The animation's neat nonetheless. Go ahead and close that back. Looking into the engine, we can see some nice detail. Cooling fins there. Is this a propeller governor? Not entirely certain. I think that's the prop governor, so if it's not on the ad, it's the prop governor. Nice Hartzell propeller. Relatively good detail there, just a little bit of texture degradation. And obviously the texture overlaps on the leading edge of the blade, whatever. We can let that go. This PA-28 does come optioned with the option for the gear fairings, wheel pants, whatever you want to call them. You can select those on and off. We have them on for today's flight. Let's hop inside. Well, this is looking very nice. Very nice indeed. Look at that. Power setting table right on the glare shield. I like that. That's a nice little detail there. All in all, let's get real up close here. All in all, I think all of the gauges so far, I think they look pretty dang good. I mean, you get like obnoxiously close and you get some degradation, but at a reasonable distance, I think they look fine. 2-stack GNS 530 on board here. Still no functioning circuit breakers. But all in all, a relatively nice cockpit. Let's take a quick look at the back here, see what's going on back here. Not a whole lot to make note of. Model tow bar in the rear. All right, let's do a sweep of the controls and see what we can hear. I think nothing. Stand by. Oh, never mind. Oh, there's sound. I just had my headphones down. Very nice sounds. Even the throttle and prop have a sound. The mixture does as well. If I open up my window there, you can hear the added outside sound. No idea how to close that back. I guess we just click the little top guy there. So you can unlock it. Nope, it's a single click. Opening of the main doors. Oh, I was going to say it's similar to that of the Just Flight PA-28. Very nice. Let's walk through a startup. Now I'm going to be relying on my knowledge of the Just Flight Piper PA-28. This one does appear to be slightly different, or at least have a different engine option. The one made by Just Flight doesn't have the triple exhaust. I was going to say collector. It's not a collector, but it doesn't have the triple exhaust, whereas obviously this one does. So we're going to do our best, but we'll probably miss something here or there, and that's all right. So let's go ahead and select fuel. We'll go left tank. Props in the full forward position. Let's go battery on. Anti-collision lights can come on. Fuel pump on. No sound effect from what I can hear. A little bit of primage. Let's do a window open engine start. Clear prop. That's the wrong way. How I declined. Oh, there has to be magnetos somewhere, no? Oh, those are the magnetos. Why am I not getting fuel? Stand by. Okay, so here's the level of desperation that I reached. I went and looked up a real video on how to really start the real airplane.
Engine start process. Okay. All right.
Let's let him walk through this.
For a regular start, okay, I'm not talking a cold day start. Yep. Regular start. Our fuel mixture is going to be mixed. Carb heat's going to be off.
Rich.
We're going to bring those anti-collision lights on.
Yep.
Bring the master on.
Yep.
And then we're going to bring the fuel pump on and prime it.
Yep.
So a normal start, the way we do, we bring that fuel pump on.
Yep.
We go forward and back 3 times.
He's doing it on the throttle.
And then crack it about 1/4 inch. Okay. At that point,
Cracked.
Brakes are hold. We yell prop clear. Check my oil pressure.
Nope. So, you know what we are going to do? What makes it different? I don't know. What made what I was doing different? I do not know. But nonetheless, we have the PA-28 started. Granted, with the cheat engine bind, or the cheat engine start bind. As far as I know, nothing... I don't know. It's fine. It's okay. Alright, we'll get external lighting set up here, internal lighting rather, set up here. And get set to taxi. So something I'm immediately noticing with the not Just Flight, the Asobo FS2024 is the external lighting actually seems to make a difference. You can actually see the strobes casting on the ground. You can see nav light wash. Does it do the same for the landing light? It does. Good job, Asobo. It's rare I say that, but it is important to acknowledge a good job when a good job's been done. Turning radius is very good. Very good indeed. Let's get a winds check ever so slightly in our favor here. And we're in a small light airplane, so I think we'll take the short departure here. Ooh, hello frame rate. Now let's get set up for our first takeoff in the Asobo FS2024. No turbo, so we don't have to worry about overboosting the engine. Clean, quick, and simple takeoff. A little bit windy out here, but that's to be expected. Mainland Rhode Island. Off to our north there, we'll get turned that way. And we'll do a couple laps around the island and see how the aircraft handles. So I'm wondering, and it's just because Asobo's let us down so many times, I'm genuinely wondering if they just bought this from some other dev and called it theirs, because this is a very, very, very good aircraft. The soundscape is great, the handling feels fantastic, and the startup bug makes me think that it's something that they ported over and didn't fix, which is native to Asobo. I don't know this for sure, I'm just speculating, but if you do know, let me know please. Also, if you know what I might have not done correctly to get the Dakota started, please let me know. Let's get into aircraft handling characteristics. So we are at 100 knots. Yep, 100 knots. Pull out of the left tank. We're relatively balanced. Switch to the right one real quick. Just as we go through our aerobatics. I shouldn't say aerobatics. Okay, we're going to do some aerobatics. Sue me. First things first, let's see how the aircraft handles with aggressive inputs. Honestly, as expected. This is how I would anticipate a Piper would handle. You know, it's not fighter pilot snappy, but it doesn't lug around like the default 172 does. I've flown many a 172, and the handling that aircraft in the sim is not copacetic to what you would experience in real life. Well, it's good. It's good. You know, you're not going to be doing any knife edges or anything, but that's not what this aircraft is for. I guess next up, let's look at low-speed handling characteristics. So we'll power off, pull the nose up about 10-ish degrees, and we'll hold it there, our standard test that we do with these aircraft. There's the stall horn, keeping at 10 degrees, keeping at 10 degrees. The nose just falls over. Alright, something a little bit more aggressive this time. Let's get 10 degrees of nose pitch in. Let's get power off. And we'll pretend we're a disoriented pilot, and we'll give abrupt control inputs to upset the aircraft even more. Here comes the stall. Good, good, good. And, oh my god, we're so scared. Definitely not a problem at altitude. If you were on approach, might be death warranting. Now let's go for the full-on extremo. Let's point up about 45 degrees. We're going to guesstimate 45 degrees. We'll do a power on stall this time. There's the horn. And Nose just wants to drop. Very, very well handling aircraft in terms of stall characteristics. Let's get turned back in towards the field. A little bit of skew, but that's alright. We'll get pointed into the wind here. Certainly nothing we can't handle. Real late touchdown. Certainly salvageable. Reasonable touchdown sounds for a default Asobo aircraft. We'll get turned around here, and we'll do a offside wind takeoff. Taking off with the wind as compared to into it. It's a crosswind nonetheless. This one will just be slightly at our tail. No problems really whatsoever. I mean, if we had maybe more strong straight line winds, it'd be problematic. I'm giving a little bit of right rudder. I don't know if you can see that on the pedals or not, to keep us coordinated on our departure, but all in all, not too bad. So that is the new Asobo PA-28 Dakota. Probably, I think this is the bar for an acceptable, good, dare I say, add-on. I don't know what that first edition was. I think a lot of people made their voices heard that they didn't like it. And this is what we want. So, Asobo, if this is what it takes, that's what I said before. Or this is what I said before. If this is what it takes for you to put out good airplanes, just buying them from someone else who actually makes them worth a damn, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. We'll do a short field landing here. And I will see you in the next one. We've got the F4U Corsair weaponry tutorial coming up next. So if you don't like flight sim, that's fine. DCS is on deck after this one. But until then, as always, take it easy. I can't settle this thing down. Here we go.